Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, treasure hunters, coin collectors, history lovers, and everyone who finds thrill in the sparkle of copper, the mystery of old currency, and the possibility of holding a small fortune right in the palm of your hand. You're back here with us on the channel where the past becomes treasure, where every coin has a story, and today, oh yes, today is a special one. Buckle up because this is not just any episode. This is a deep dive into a single penny that might be sitting quietly in a jar in your kitchen, forgotten in an old piggy bank, or tossed under the car seat, and it could be worth a jaw-dropping $215,000. That's right. Not $5. Not even $100. We're talking $215,000 for one humble penny. So if you've ever glanced at a 1984 Lincoln cent and thought, just another coin, think again. Today, we're talking about the legendary, mysterious, and now incredibly valuable 1984 United States 1-cent coin, more famously known as the Coin of Liberty, featuring Abraham Lincoln, America's 16th president, on the obverse, and the historic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This isn't just a coin. It's a time capsule, a piece of American legacy, and if you're lucky, it could be a golden ticket to a six-figure payday. So, get ready, because by the end of this video, you might be checking every penny you own. History, deep dive into the origins and context. Let's rewind the clock to the heart of the 1980s. Ronald Reagan was president, the Cold War was still simmering, the first Apple Macintosh was released, and in everyday America, the penny was a trusted companion of gumball machines, pocket change, and childhood wishes tossed into fountains. But in 1984, something unusual happened. Something that would later turn heads in the world of numismatics, that is, coin collecting. The 1984 Lincoln cent was struck at three major U.S. mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of them looked the same to the naked eye. But hidden among the millions of normal copper-plated zinc coins, a tiny batch of 1984 pennies came out with something different. Something rare. Something unintentional, and that's exactly what made them historic. That difference was a double die obverse, a type of minting error that results in doubling of the design elements on the front side of the coin. In the case of the 1984 penny, the doubling is most clearly seen on Lincoln's ear, which appears to have two distinct lobes. This small slip by the mint created what collectors now call the 1984 double-ear penny, and it is extraordinarily valuable. But why is this doubling such a big deal? Here's the thing, when a coin die, that's the stamp used to press the design onto a coin, is misaligned or struck more than once, the result is a coin that looks like it's vibrating with a ghosted image, especially in places like the date, the lettering, or in this case, Lincoln's ear. Normally, the U.S. Mint catches these errors. But a few slipped through. And those few have become numismatic royalty, value and worth. What makes this penny so expensive? Now, let's talk numbers, because that's what you're here for. Just how much can a 1984 penny with a doubled ear be worth, in circulated condition, meaning it's been used in everyday transactions? A 1984 double die penny can fetch between $200 and $1,000, depending on the quality and how visible the doubling is. But wait, we're just getting started. In mint state condition, where the coin has been perfectly preserved with no signs of wear and maintains its original mint luster, collectors will pay top dollar. Some high-grade 1984 double-die pennies, graded MS67 or higher by trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC, have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at major auctions. And here's the bombshell. In recent years, an ultra-rare specimen of the 1984 double-ear Lincoln cent in pristine condition fetched a staggering $215,000 in a private sale. That's right. One little copper coin. Just one. Enough to buy a luxury car, a house in some towns, or fund a college education. Why such a high price? It comes down to rarity, condition, demand, and a legendary error that makes this coin an absolute unicorn in the world of U.S. currency. The scarcer the coin in pristine shape, the more the price climbs. And for collectors, this coin is one of the crown jewels of the Lincoln Memorial series. Current market trends, still rising in value? Now let's bring it to the present. It's 2025, and the demand for rare coins is higher than ever. With inflation, the rise of collectibles as investments, and a global surge in numismatic interest, the 1984 double-die Lincoln cent continues to soar in both demand and value. Collectors are scouring coin rolls, estate sales, and flea markets for this elusive penny. Current market estimates for well-preserved examples in mid to high grades hover between $10,000 and $50,000, with the most elite, flawless, investment-grade specimens tipping the scale at $215,000 or more. And with each passing year, as fewer of these coins remain in circulation and more are locked away in private collections, the value is only expected to increase. Closing, call to action. What to do next? So, what does this mean for you? It means you could be sitting on a life-changing piece of American history without even realizing it. It means that jar of pennies on your shelf might contain a treasure worth more than a car. It means that every single 1984 penny you come across should be checked carefully. Look for the doubling. Use a magnifying glass. If you think you found one, get it graded. Do your homework. Because this is one of those coins that proves the old saying true: not all that glitters is gold, sometimes it's copper. And don't forget, this is just one of many valuable coins in everyday circulation. There are nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollars with wild errors and astronomical values. And we'll be diving into all of them, one by one, right here on this channel. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like, and ring that notification bell, because this is the place where rare becomes real, where pennies turn into paydays, and where history is just a pocket away. Leave a comment if you found a 1984 penny recently. You never know, the next great discovery might come from you. We dive deep into the world of rare coins, hidden gems in your pocket change, and the extraordinary stories behind the smallest pieces of American currency that can be worth a fortune. Yes, a fortune, sometimes even six figures, and today's coin is a jaw-dropper. Today we're cracking open a story that hides in plain sight. It's a coin most people wouldn't look at twice, a humble penny, but not just any penny. Oh no! We are talking about the one, the only 1998 Liberty 1-cent coin, minted in the United States, a tiny copper-colored legend that's turning heads in the numismatic world for one huge reason: it could be worth up to $177,000. That's right. 1 cent that could buy you a luxury car, a down payment on a house, or even change your entire financial situation overnight. So if you've ever emptied your pockets at the end of the day and tossed your pennies into a jar without a second thought, today's episode might just make you think twice. You could be holding onto a national treasure without even knowing it. In this video, we're not just talking dates and denominations. We're diving into the deep history behind this coin, how it connects to the long and storied legacy of Lady Liberty on American currency, the critical features that make this 1998 penny so rare, how and why it became so valuable, and the astonishing market demand that has skyrocketed its value to as high as $177,000 in recent auctions and private sales. Stick around, because we're also going to reveal what to look for in your collection, what mint marks to check, what errors make this coin an ultra rarity, and how to tell if your penny could be the next one to sell for life-changing money. Let's get into it. History and background of the 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin. The 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been circulating in the United States since 1909. This iconic coin features the bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, America's 16th president, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, have become almost as legendary as the coin itself. The reverse side at that time still featured the Lincoln Memorial, which had been introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But what makes 1998 so incredibly special? It's all about the transitional error and proof-like rarity. In 1998, a very small number of Lincoln cents were mistakenly struck using a proof die intended for special collector's coins, specifically the wide AM reverse design. This reverse design, normally only found on proof coins, shows a wider space between the letters A and M in the word America. On regular business strike coins, the A and M are much closer together, almost touching, but due to a minting mix-up or oversight, some of these proof reverse dies were used on regular circulation coins, creating one of the most talked-about error coins of the late 20th century, the 1998 Wide AM Lincoln cent. What's more, some examples of this coin were struck with extraordinary clarity, luster, and sharp details, qualities so exceptional that experts believe they may have been early strikes or even struck under slightly higher pressure, giving them a proof-like appearance despite being technically circulation strikes. These are the coins collectors dream of, and they pay top dollar to own them. Why this coin is so valuable? So how does a coin that says 1 cent suddenly command $177,000 in today's market? It's a combination of rarity, collector demand, condition, and historical uniqueness. Only a handful of 1998 Wide AM cents exist in near-perfect, uncirculated condition. The finest known examples have been graded by professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, at MS67 or MS68, which indicates a coin with no wear, full luster, and virtually flawless surfaces. A coin like this is a unicorn in the collecting world. There might be millions of 1998 cents floating around in circulation, but those with the Wide AM reverse, sharp strike, and pristine condition are almost impossibly rare, and rarity drives price. In fact, one such coin sold at auction for $177,000, a staggering sum that continues to turn heads in the numismatic community. Collectors are willing to pay more than 6 figures for a tiny copper penny because it represents more than just money. It's a slice of minting history, a mystery, and a masterpiece rolled into one. What to look for in your CHNG? If you want to try your luck at finding this rare gem, here's what to do: check the date, look for 1998 on the obverse side, flip the coin over, look closely at the word America on the reverse, look at the spacing between the letters A and M, if they're nearly touching. It's a common version. If there's a clear space between them, it might be a Wide AM. Examine the coin's condition. Uncirculated, bright, and flawless coins are the real prize. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Some features are hard to see with the naked eye, and most importantly, get it graded if you think you found one. A coin that looks like nothing to you might just be worth tens, or hundreds, of thousands in the hands of a professional. Current market value and circulation estimates as of today, August 2025. The 1998 Wide AM Liberty 1 cent coin in top-grade mint state condition has reached an astonishing auction price of $177,000. Lower-grade examples still command hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and appeal. Circulated examples, with noticeable wear $50, $300 AU, about uncirculated $500, $500 mint state, MS65 and higher $5,000, $50,000 plus proof-like or exceptional strike, up to $177,000. It's believed that less than 1 in 100,000 1998 Lincoln cents might be of the Wide AM variety, and far fewer are in the kind of immaculate condition that collectors and investors are chasing today. Closing call. TOACTO. And so the next time you're about to spend a penny or toss one into a fountain, stop and take a closer look. The 1998 Liberty 1 cent might just be hiding in plain sight, waiting to change your life. And if you've got a coin jar full of old change, now's the time to dump it out, sort through every cent, and start the hunt. Don't forget to hit that like button if this video blew your mind, subscribe for more rare coin deep dives, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the next small coin with a massive value. And who knows? Maybe the next rare coin video we make will be about the treasure you found in your pocket.